Hello, once again, YouTube. I am back with another video, and I am going to be playing Gorilla Tag today. So right now, I'm just in a private server, just playing around, exploring the maps, having fun. And today, I've just been practicing I've just honestly been practicing some of my routes in this game. So, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a tutorial video on like the basics of how to move and just how to play. So if you're new to Gorilla Tag and you need to learn how to play, first thing you're going to do is have to learn how to walk. So when you walk, it's basically like running. Think of yourself running, but with your hands a little bit like this and a little bit more in angles. And beginners will like start just walking, and like they won't be used to it because it's a new concept. But then later in the game, you're gonna have to learn how to jump, which is like right after walking. So when you're learning how to run, you also gotta jump in between every jump, but like fast. So learn how to jump if you're a beginner at jumping, like having to jump places. Like let's say I want to jump up there. I would want to hold my hand like this and then jump up, and I would go forwards and up. But then the more pro way to jump is where you just have both your hands and you'd be going like that. And there's just many different ways to jump or and move around. So now that you know how to jump, when you need to like climb things, you're gonna just like jump up and like, how to explain this? So you're gonna act like you're hugging a pillar, a tree, a post, or a wall, and you're gonna throw yourself up, but let go at the same time. So then you'll fly up. But then the second you let go, you want to grab back on, and then later in the game, you'll just get better by practicing and practicing. And when you get better, that's called pinch climbing. But now back to the running thing. I really just wanted to explain that. It's really easy. So when you run, it's literally walking, but with more push, with more of a push. And you want to have more momentum in your arms. So this is honestly how you maneuver in the game. And it's really easy to play after you get lots of practice. No. Yeah, I've always had trouble on that jump. So now you know how to run, jump, and do pinch climbing. You're going to have to learn how to pinch climb pillars that aren't like a flat wall. And trees. And if you're going to start climbing a tree, you're going to want to practice on this pillar. So the same thing, but let's say those were branches. Let's say those two pillars were branches. I mean, those two megaphones were branches. But what I like to call it is a wannabe siren head. So let's say the wannabe siren head sirens are branches. You're going to throw yourself up, bring your arms around, and then you can land up. Like, for example, you're going to be climbing up, and then you'll see branches. You're going to swing your arms around, and then you'll land on it. Now that you know how to pinch climb, it's the same thing with bigger trees. You got to have your arms out wider, and you have branches. But an easier way to climb trees is by branching. For those who don't know what branching is, it's basically you doing parkour and Gorilla Tag, but you're just running from branch to branch, basically. For example, bop, bop. I'd say I'm pretty good myself at branching, but like there's some points where like it gets really hard, and then you just like get tagged, which is never the best feeling to lose. So it's the same thing as running, but you're gonna want to be a little bit more. You want to have a little bit more of a technique. So yeah. When you start branching, it's gonna take a while to like get used to it, because like you're gonna always want to be walking on the ground and just stuff like that. So now that you know how to pinch climb, branch, run, jump, stuff like that, we're gonna go on to the more pro version of climbing walls. So this is what you call wall climbing. It's where you jump from wall to wall. So now, this is how you're gonna do it. So to start jumping in place, well, you want to have your hands a little bit angled. Well, this is how I was taught. You want to have your hands a little bit angled like this. And every time you jump, you're going to go like that. And then you're going to start going on one hand, and you're going to have your hand angled like this for one reason. Because when you go like that, that grip at like this moment, you're going to push to the side. So after you get that down, this is what another technique I was taught. So there's a hitbox right here. It's not your fingers. It's not your fingers. It's the palm of your hand. Like look, my fingers are gonna go right through. It's the palm of your hand and your body. That's how you don't fall to the ground every 5 seconds. So this technique is basically using the hitboxes and going. So when you jump, you're gonna go like you have like a quick second of grip. And then you'll slowly start like sliding down, and then you'll fall. So when you start, you're going to go jump, grip, jump. Jump, grip, jump. Jump, grip, jump. Jump, grip, jump. And you're going to do that back and forth. So then you're going to jump, you're going to grip, and you're going to jump again. And you're just going to do that over and over. And then you'll learn how to wall climb. But for harder walls, this is probably the hardest wall you're going to have to wall climb. It's the same thing. Jump, grip, jump. Jump, grip, jump. But it's a more rough surface, and it's on the top of the tree. There are more versions of wall climbing, which it's basically inside-out pinch climbing. And it's so fun. So it's literally just like wall climbing. So it's another version of it, but where you have an angle. So this is what I would do. I have my hands like this, so this one, I just push to the side and I go up. And I'll do it really quick sometimes. And then when you get up to the wider parts, you're gonna go wider and wider and wider until you get used to it. And for anybody who doesn't know, the reason why that wall is gray is because think of it as like a really, really wet surface where you're always going to slide. It's called slippy rocks. So like people can't escape the map anymore. And it's like really slippery, so you can't like grab on. But if this video doesn't really help you learn how to wall climb, have somebody teach you face to face. Like actually in the game, like just ask someone to help you, and then you'll learn how to do it like a little bit. Like you'll just be able to go up a little bit, like a couple steps, and every time you do it, you're just gonna keep being able to go up and up and up until you can go like this. And for all of those, for the next way of climbing, which is called wall running, I don't really know how to wall run. Because it's like, that's the thing for like super pros, where like they have their hands like this, and they like climb up and like run across the wall. But like, I can't do that. So now that you basically know how to run, climb, walk, jump, all the basics, this is going to be the end of the video. And branch. But for all of these, you're not going to be able to do really good like all the other people you see right away because they've had lots of practice, like me. I've only been playing for a couple months, but I practice every day before I play to make sure like I don't join like a too good of server and I don't want to get tagged every 5 seconds. Like I'll just join my own private server and just go from map to map, playing as hard as I can, like practice. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope that this video will help you. And before I go, please subscribe and like to this channel. Bye!